Hey folks, Kyle here from Wealthy Affiliate. Today I'm going to be walking you through the process of setting up your website. At this point you should have built your website and you can access your websites within the Site Rubrics menu over here, and then if you click on Site Manager it will take you to the Site Manager page, which is where you're going to be able to manage all of your websites. As you build out more websites down the road, you may have several different websites on this. As a starter member, you get access to 2 free .siterubrics.com sites. As a premium member, again, you get 25 free .siterubrics.com websites, as well as being able to host up to 25 of your own domains. Um, so we're on this page here to log into your back office, which is, it's kind of important to understand how to log in. You're going to be able to do that by clicking the login button here, and this is going to take you into the back office of your website. You're going to see your username and your password there. You won't be needing to use those if you are using the login button here, because this is going to automatically log you in. But this is good to have as your own reference if you manually log in down the road, which I'm going to show you how to do here. So you can log in through that way, or you can click the details button over here in the menu, and that's going to take you to the details page for your website, where you're going to be able to see kind of everything in relation to your website. This will look slightly different if you're a premium member, as you'll have more features, and you'll have FTP details and a few other things, in particular if you have your own domain. But here are your login details again. If you were ever to want to manually log into your website, you could click this link down below here, and that will take you to the manual login page, where you enter your username and your respective password from right here. Or you can click the login button, which is totally secure, and that's kind of why I recommend that you come through Wealthy Affiliate to log in, because the platform here is very secure, and if you log in using this button, it's a very secure process. If you ever want to click or share your website URL, you can click on this and you can see it will open your website up. Obviously we don't have any content at this point, so you see placeholder content, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to delete that content as well. And yeah, that's kind of the gist of things. What I want to walk you through, and what I'm going to be walking you through next, is the navigation of your back office of WordPress. So what I'm going to do here is click the login button here, and this is going to log you into your back office, or what is known as the WP admin area, where you'd basically administrate your website. So when I come back here, I'm going to be walking you through the various elements back here in the menus, and help you understand and get a better idea of how WordPress works and what WordPress is. So here I am in the back office of WordPress. Before I get started, maybe I should explain what WordPress is. It's the most widely used CMS platform, which is basically a website creation platform in the world, and we've piggybacked WordPress with our Site Rubrics platform, because it is used by 30% of all websites in the world for a good reason. They have the most feature extensions, which are also known as plugins, the most themes available. I think there's something like 4,000 themes available for free, which you have access to as a premium member. And I think there's 40,000 plugins now, and these continue to grow every day. There's millions of developers constantly working on extending the functionality of WordPress, improving it, evolving it, and keeping it up to date and ahead of the curve. So that's the reason why we have used WordPress as the platform for building websites, and I think that you're really going to like it. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but as with anything new, it does take a little getting used to. So anyways, I digress, and let's get into the navigation of the back end here. The first thing you're going to notice at the top here are updates, and like I said, WordPress is constantly evolving their platform and updating it, and the plugins and the themes and the actual version of WordPress will update as time goes on. You may see this. We keep WordPress up to date and as there's the most stable version, but plugins are constantly updated. In this case, the all-in-one SEO pack plugin needs to be updated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly update this. Click there and update the plugin, and that will just take a second here, and I'm updating the plugin to the latest version, which will sometimes add new features. Sometimes it will just be a more stable version and more bug free. And at the top here, you're going to see you have the latest version of WordPress, so I don't need to install any versions of WordPress, but sometimes you will see that there's a newer version of WordPress and you can just update it and install it there. Down here, you're going to see that I need to update to the latest version of this theme. So I'm going to update the themes here and simply check that off. And this will just take a second as well. And then I can go to the themes page and see that this is updated. So now that at the top of the dashboard, you're going to see I don't have any notification up here because all the updates are current, and you can see your themes are all up to date, your plugins are up to date, and you have the latest version of WordPress. So I'm all up to date there, and it is as simple as that. I do recommend you do that if you log in and you see that there's updates available. Just simply go through that process and make those updates. And the next thing here is posts, and this is basically content that you're going to be creating and putting on your site, content that's going to get ranked in Google and other search engines. You have the option of creating either pages or posts with your website, and there really isn't much difference between the two other than posts always allow for comments, so they allow for people to comment on your actual content and offer you engagement and dialogue and feedback, whereas pages oftentimes don't. And all posts by default are going to go to your blog roll, which also by default is typically your home page of your website. If I go to my website here, just quickly, you're going to see my home page is my blog roll. So as I create blog posts, they will stream through my website here on my home page. And then all this stuff can be managed as well as to where your blog roll is situated on your site, as you get into some of the more finite details of WordPress. So media, this is where you would add all your media, your images. In some cases you might want to add music or videos. Pages here, like I said, a page, the only difference between a page and a post is a page doesn't have comments typically and doesn't go to your blog roll. It will automatically be added to your menu though as you create pages with most themes. Comments, so this is where people add comments. They come into your site and there's an approval process before you actually allow for comments. You can see that this placeholder comment here, and same with pages, and I believe there was one with posts too. This is just default content added with your site. We're going to be deleting that as we move forward because we want to be creating our own content. I just wanted to let you know that. And then the appearance of your theme. Each website is installed with other themes, 2015, 2014, and 2016, as you can see here. You can actually activate these if you want to switch your theme, and you can do so on the fly. As a starter member, you get access to 12 themes when you build your website, and as a premium member, you can actually update your theme to a choice of over 3,500 themes, and you'll be able to search here and find these any theme that you like. There's tons of options there, but as a starter member, we've pre-selected 12 of the best themes within WordPress that are really awesome. And then So here are the two plugins that are pre-installed with every website build here at Wealthy Affiliate. The first one is the all-in-one SEO pack, and that basically gets your site ready for SEO. And there are a lot of other features involved within all-in-one SEO that allow you to add analytics very easily, which allows you to, basically track all your traffic, see how much traffic you're getting to your website. So it's a very thorough plugin, and obviously we recommend it, and that's why we install it with your website. We also install another plugin which allows you to exclude pages from navigation. This isn't going to be used at this point, but it is going to be used down the road, so that's why we pre-install it. And we used to pre-install websites with a few other plugins, one of them being a plugin that protects your site from site comments, spam, and other forms of spam coming to your website. But we've actually developed a superior platform right on the server end, so you don't have to worry about that sort of thing. We have the Site Protect platform here at Wealthy Affiliate that protects your sites from spam and hackers and all that sort of thing. It used to be a plugin that we installed, but we developed a superior solution right on our end. So you can rest assured that your website's protected as well, as well as having the two what we deem most important plugins to be pre-installed with your website. So you get these two plugins as a starter member. As a premium member, there's, like I said earlier, there's 40,000 plus plugins that are available to you, and these are feature add-ons. Everything from forms for your website to grids and tables to order modules. Basically, everything you can imagine, there's a plugin for it. So. Next thing I'm going to discuss are the users. Your site's installed with an admin user by default. This is a platform that you can use to create new users. At some point, I'm going to be creating a Kyle user for this website. It is ideal to have your own name as a user or a pen name, because it creates a lot more trust with your audience. You responding and you writing your content from a name versus admin. So this is something that we're going to be covering later as well, but you can add new users and new administrators to your website. The tools section, you don't really need to know too much in relation to this. It just allows you to import and export basically your entire website files. Like I said, we don't really need to cover this too much, and being a member here at Wealthy Affiliate and within the Siterubics platform, we back up your website daily, so you don't really have to worry about this sort of thing. The settings, this is where you can go to manage your website and all the settings associated with it. In this case, you can see the site title that I had created. You can see the tagline that I had created as well, the email associated with the website, and basically a few other details related to date formatting, time formatting, when your week starts, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of different settings as you go down here: writing settings, reading settings, discussion settings, media settings, and permalinks. These are all things that you can play around with and acquaint yourself with down the road. I'm not going to get into too much detail with these right now, but we will be covering these sections later on as you move through the training. And if I want to collapse the entire menu, I click that, and then it turns everything into icons. If I want to expand it again, I click this sort of little play looking button down here, and it will expand this menu again. That's there. If you need more working space, you simply click that, and it'll give you a bit more viewable working space. And then if you want to, see the full menu again, you just click that. Along the top here, you're going to see your website name up here. You can visit the site by clicking Visit Site here. This is your comments on your website, so if you ever want to access your comments, you can click that, but you can do that through the comments section there. If you want to create a new page post, user or media, this is kind of allows you to create a new of anything. And over here to the right, if I want to log out of my site or edit my profile, I can do it by heading over here to the right hand side menu and hovering that, and it will allow me to do that. So yeah, that's basically the walkthrough of the entire back end here. And before I leave, I'm going to be walking you through a few other things that are important in respect to your back office here. Next thing I'm going to show you how to do is edit your website subtitles. So if I go down to my settings here in the menu and under general, you're going to see the site title that I created when I built my website, Weight Loss for Men. Underneath this is a subtitle or a tagline, and it says just another WordPress site. And this is default content that is created with every single website, and you'll likely see this on your actual website. So if I go up here and I visit my site, I'm just going to head over here. You're going to see this content, just another WordPress site underneath my title here. And depending on the theme you chose, it will be in a different area. Some themes actually won't even show this at all, but in this case, mine does. So I either want to delete that altogether, or I want to create a new now I'm going to show you how to delete, and I'm just going to do shake content that comes installed with your website. The unwanted inches. So I'm just going to make that my subtitle, and basically it is kind of like a motto for your site, something that you want to use and utilize to explain what your site's about on top of obviously your site title here. So after doing that, I can come down here and save changes at the very bottom of the page, click that, and now if I go back to the site, you can still see it still says just another WordPress site here, but that's just because I haven't refreshed the page. If I refresh the page like that, it's going to say shake off the unwanted inches. So this has been updated now. Again, you can see nothing found here, and that's because I don't have any posts on my site yet, and I've deleted the default content already on the site. So that's why you can see that there. When I create the first post on my site, it will populate this area here. So this doesn't mean your website's down. It just means that you don't have any posts on your website yet. So don't be alarmed if you see nothing found, or it says a 404 or something else there. That just means you haven't created a post on your site yet. So that's not an issue. So that's how you update the title. Now I'm going to show you how to delete all the dummy content that comes installed with your website. So here I am back in the back office here, and what we want to do is we want to delete the initial dummy content. If I go to my website, you're going to see that I have nothing found here. You likely will have a post there that says hello world or something to that effect, and that is dummy content that you'll want to delete, and you can delete it under posts here. If you go to your posts, you'll find the post there. But I have actually already deleted that, but I haven't deleted the dummy page yet. So there's usually a dummy post, a dummy page, and a dummy comment. When you delete the post, the comment is actually associated with the post. So when you delete that post, the comment will also evaporate into thin air. If I go to comments here, you'll see no comments either. So if I go to pages here though, I will just, if you hover over, you can find a trash button there, or you can click here under bulk actions and move to trash. It will do the same thing. I'm just going to click the trash button here, and it will delete the default page. Up here you can see the sample page, and obviously your website is going to be organized a little bit differently if you have chosen a different theme than me. Sometimes themes don't even actually show pages within the menu. Your blog post might be organized a little differently as well. So if I head back here, you're going to see no pages found now. And like I said, you'll probably have a post in here as well, likely called something like Hello World, and you'll just go to the same thing and trash that as well. The reason you want to do this is because you want to start with a blank slate. If I refresh here, the sample page is gone. So I have no content on my website now. It looks a little bit plain, but that's what we want. We want to start with a blank slate here, and as we move forward in the training, we're going to be building out our content. We'll be building out our menus, so it will start, looking a little bit more like a website that you're used to, seeing. But when you start out, you start with a blank canvas, really, and then you're going to be building your website out from there. So that's the setting up process of your website. I hope you've really enjoyed this training and that you understand the process of doing everything. But if you do have any questions, I will be more than happy to help you out. Just leave your questions below. Thank you very much.